from the station that's always local, always now. This is Fox 19 Now Morning Extra.
Your time, 9:22. Well, heading back to school usually means some anxiety and apprehension with new teachers, tests, and lots of demands on our kids. Add in the anxiety surrounding COVID and face masks, and our children, they have a lot on their plates. This morning, we are joined by Dannie De Novo, a mother, a happiness coach, an international best-selling author. I mean, the titles go on and on. She has 5 ways to help kids tackle back-to-school anxiety. So first of all, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So let's talk about these 5 ways and how they're really helping our kids kind of adjust to this new school year. As we just mentioned, there's a lot of new stuff going on.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. I like to use the acronym TEACH to keep it simple and remember. So the T stands for thinking, and that means slowing it down. When our kids get into the habit of thinking really fast all the time, those thoughts become uncontrollable, and that leads to a lot of anxiety.
And then you also are talking about, too, as you mentioned, this formula. So let's break it down as far as the letter E goes. Excuses, try to eliminate them, right, as much as you can.
We need to. You know, kids will come to you and say something like, I'm just not smart enough. Well, is that the truth, or is it just an excuse? And when we adopt those excuses, our brain is always looking for a solution to that problem. That puts us back into the uncontrollable thinking loop again.
Right.
And again, we're back into that anxiety loop.
So, I mean, is this approach different as far as the age of kids go? I mean, you have different types of kids, obviously, the kids that are just getting into school, like your preschoolers, and you also have those high schoolers as well.
You can use this for any age group. It's even great for adults. So much of us are walking around without adequate coping skills right now.
Right.
And just having some things at your fingertips can help make your day so much easier.
And so what are the 3 other tips, if we can break those down?
A is for attitude. It's so much easier to deal with the negativity in your life when you start the day out with a little bit of positivity.
Yeah.
So start the day on a positive note with your kids before they even walk out the door. C is for coping mechanisms, and this is just to help them when that anxiety is really just sort of taken over. What can they do to calm it down? A really simple breathing exercise can help with that. They have these wonderful anti-anxiety whistles. They can wear them around their neck during the day, and you could just teach them to slow their breathing. That'll switch off the thoughts, and it'll get rid of that panic attack feeling that they have sometimes. And then H is for halt multitasking, because our brains really are not wired to do more than one thing at a time.
Right.
And so let's just, again, slow everything down, focus on what's in front of us. It's less stress, which then translates to less anxiety.
And we talk about things that they're able to do maybe when they get to school, but what about when they get home? I mean, are there things that we can do as parents to kind of help that as well? As far as homework, you have all those different sports going on. I mean, there's a lot of different things in their lives other than just the homework.
Well, the best thing about anxiety is it kind of goes away when you stay in the present moment. So let's focus on the task that's in front of us right now, and we'll worry about what's next when it comes next. When we start anticipating all those things coming, we just can't keep track of anything, and our memory gets foggy, and we start to feel that panic feeling again.
Yeah.
So let's just focus on this one thing, and then we'll move to the next thing.
Some great advice. Hey, where can people go for more information and learn more about you and your book?
You can find me and my book at DannieDeNovo.com, and you can also find my book on Amazon.com.
Awesome. Dannie, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.